Hello there, how are you? Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not, welcome back. We hang out every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. Every Friday, we do unbox subscription boxes and go through shopping hauls. If any or all of that sounds like something you would like to see more of, make sure you click that subscribe button and ring that bell before you leave here today. That way YouTube will let you know each and every time I upload a new video. No, it dropped. Today, we have a Bookishly Classic Crate subscription box unboxing. The Classic Crate from Bookishly is a UK-based bi-monthly subscription box that is centered around a classic book. This box does sell for £35 every 2 months, and I'm pretty sure they ship globally. Yes, they do ship globally. UK shipping is free. International shipping is £10. Now, because I have gotten questions about this from other global subscription boxes in the past, Bookishly does not offer tracking for their emails internationally. They say that there is not an affordable tracked service, but they just use the postal service. Actually, I've always received my boxes within a timely fashion. I have been subscribed to Bookishly, I'm pretty sure, for a year. Somewhere around a year. I will leave my Bookishly unboxing playlist in the description box down below so you can check out all of those past unboxings after today's video. I will also be linking Bookishly's website down below so you can check out their classic crate as well as just their general store that they have online filled with bookish themed products. This is what the box looks like when you do open it up. Like I said, each box is centered around a classic book, and it also usually features, oh, now I see, now that I'm opening it, I was going to say it usually features particular artwork around the box, and at first I thought it was just black, but whenever you see, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, it's like black and green. It looks like some green florals, sort of like wallpaper. So this is going to be the first box from Bookishly that I have received that I have never read the book before. So I'm going to show you things, but I'm gonna have no clue until I read the book really what the significance of the quotes on all of the items are. This classic crate is curated around the Picture of Dorian Gray. So I hate to admit this, I'm pretty sure that this was a book that was on a reading list for a class I took in college, and because I was so overloaded, instead of actually reading it to write a paper on, pretty sure I just looked online at like the cliff notes to write my paper. So I know like the concept of what it is, but yeah, like I said, I have no clue what the quotes are going to be. Now, the themes of this box and of the book are youth and mortality, art versus life, high society, consequences, and transformation. And they do put on their little menu, they do put a quote by the author. So the author is Oscar Wilde. Some things are more precious because they don't last long. And we do get an information card with an illustration of our authors. So this is Oscar. This is Oscar Wilde. I'm laughing to myself in a room. I'm going to try to find a picture and insert it right now with like a side-by-side of Oscar Wilde. So the last time that I grew my hair out, I grew it out and it looked good for a while, but then it started falling out and looked really like lackluster. And so I would refer to it with a coworker of mine as my Oscar Wilde hair. And one day we were talking about it over a Zoom training and I sent her this meme of Oscar Wilde. So now every time I see a picture of Oscar Wilde, I think of that and just start laughing. So, so getting back to the actual author card, the quote that they have on here is, "To be good is to be in harmony with oneself." Oscar Wilde was born in 1854, died in 1900. He is Irish, and he has produced over 30 works, and he is best known for The Picture of Dorian Gray. Fun fact about him, Wilde was a leading figure in the aestheticism movement, which encouraged art to exist for no other purpose than for art's sake. Now, the bookmark for this classic crate, here is the design on the back, and then we turn it around and it has this quote. "There is no such thing as a moral or immoral book. Books are well written or badly written. That is all." We always receive a tea from Jenny or Teas that is crafted for Bookishly, and it is usually like punny references to the book. And so this is Dorian Earl Grey tea. It is a black tea that has notes of cornflower petals, floral, and bergamot flavors. I haven't used up all of my Bookishly teas, but I've used all of them at least once, and they're always really, really good. With each classic crate, you get an A5 sized print with a quote, and here we have, looks creepy, perfect for spooky season. So this quote says, "I don't want to be at the mercy of my emotions. I want to use them, to enjoy them, and to dominate them." I was reading that we have a letter writing set, and all that I saw was envelopes. And I thought, well, that's nice. It's not a full set. Here we go. The paper and the envelopes. So the envelopes are craft paper, and then this is the lined white with some green fleurs that, I don't know if that's the correct word, that you would see on like antique Victorian sort of wallpaper. And then we have, the quote is, "Life has been your art. You have set yourself to music. Your days are sonnets." Something in a box. Ooh, it's a jar. And another notepad. So this is a to be read notepad and jar. I'm actually going to use it because I have a lot of books that I've received in subscription boxes / just go out and buy books because they make me feel something for like 20 minutes after I've made the purchase. But they also just sit on the shelf. I'm going to write down all of my books that I have to read and just pick at random. That's pretty cool. So the quote on this jar is, "To define is to limit." Now with your classic crates, you always do get 2 books. One is the actual book that the crate's designed around, and the other is a little black penguin classic. This is A Terrible Beauty is Born, and it's a book of poetry. Now here's the Bookishly edition of The Picture of Dorian Gray. It's quite dark. He looks quite rough and beat up. He looks like I feel inside on a Friday morning. So I'll put this on my first to be read paper. That's going to go directly into the jar. Since I have not read the book, and it's been many years since I read about it in college, let me pull up a synopsis of this book. Spellbound before his own portrait, Dorian Gray utters a fateful wish. In exchange for eternal youth, he gives his soul to be corrupted by the malign influence of his mentor, the hedonist Lord Henry Wotton. Encouraged by Lord Henry to substitute pleasure for goodness and art for reality, Dorian tries to watch impassively as he brings misery and death to those who love him. But the picture is watching him, and made hideous by the marks of his sins, it confronts Dorian with the reflection of his fall from grace, the silent bearer of what is, in effect, a devastating moral judgment. It sounds like it is a really good book. I actually did read things for other classes by Oscar Wilde, so I'm sure that I will enjoy reading that one. The last thing that I always save for last in Bookishly Classic Crates is gift wrapped, just because I like unwrapping the paper last. This is going to be a quote print on a page from the book. And they do sell these. I'm not sure if they sell this exact one, but they do sell things like this for other books in their shop online. All right, and here we go. "If I could get back to my youth, I'd do anything in the world except get up early, take exercise, or be respectable." Even without having read the book, I can 100% say that I relate to this. Even though I don't understand any of the references or any of the quotes that I'm sure English teachers for decades have been forcing their students to analyze in class, I do think that this was a pretty useful box. I think that I am getting one more box from Bookishly. You can buy a one-time box or you can buy a recurring box. And I did have it set up for recurring payments. The next box, by the way, is Sense and Sensibility from Jane Austen. And if I do get that box, I will really love it because I love Jane Austen's books. If I do receive that one, that will be my last Bookishly Classic Crate for quite a while. The reason that I'm sure I'm going to receive it is because I had skipped that box, but I apparently didn't skip it in time, or I didn't skip it correctly. I don't know what happened, but I skipped it and then I was billed for it. And I thought, you know what, I'm not going to try to dispute this with the company. it's fine. But I did cancel my subscription the day after. Classic Crate box is a really cool box in concept and in reality, especially if you look on their sites and you know you love that box, or you are going to get the box for somebody who absolutely loves that book as a gift. The boxes that I have gotten in that were based around books that I absolutely loved, I thought the boxes were definitely great. And I do think this one is as well. And I really have enjoyed receiving the boxes. The thing honestly is the price. And it's probably because I'm not living in the UK. I think if I was living in the UK with the free shipping, it would be great. It would be fine. It wouldn't bother me at all. But with like the exchange rate on how the dollar's doing, etc., like sometimes it's more expensive than others. That 10 pound shipping definitely does tack on to the price. Like, it's a fun box to receive. I look on their website like at least once a month to see what they actually have in the store. I would feel better spending my money that I would spend on this box getting stuff from the store and having it shipped. That to me would be a better deal than getting the box, because the box, I've enjoyed it and I do recommend it. Like I said, if this is a gift or you are a huge fan of classic books, I do recommend this box to you. It's just that, like, I enjoy unboxing it by myself, but I enjoy unboxing it here, and then I enjoy the books. Like, even if I have read them before, I do read them again, but everything else is pretty much just, it's done. Put all of these up on my wall or on my shelves, so it's cute decoration, but all of the other things like the bookmarks and things like this, unless it's a quote that I really like, it just kind of gets stuck in a drawer. I have the intention of using them or the intention of framing them and putting them up, but it just gets stuck in a drawer. I'm trying for the rest of this calendar year, and I know that in 2022, 2022, I'm still processing 2020. So I know that next year, one of my goals is going to be to cut down on spending if I'm not going to get a lot of use out of a product. So I don't know how this is going to sound when I actually edit this down, but I've been rambling for about 5 minutes as to why this or the next one, depending on how that cutoff is going to be my next Bookishly Classic Crate box. Let me know what you think about this box down below, though. I would love to hear from you. Now is the time that you can let me know what you thought of today's video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. If you know somebody who would like to see this Bookishly Classic Crate unboxing, hit that share button and send this to them so that they can watch the video and possibly join our community. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.